Mining and critical minerals has actually been a really important part of the UK-Kazakhstan relationship for a long time. In fact, British geologists were among the first to make some of the discoveries in the territory of Kazakhstan many decades ago.
1906 жылы ағылшын инвесторлар Ұлытау өңіріне келіп, Қарсақбай өңірінен 1913 жылға дейін 235 геологиялық скважиналарды бұрғылап, керінді Лондонға жібереді. Ол акционерлік қоғамның басты мүшелері екі ағайынды Артур мен Эдвард Фелл. Сөйтіп, 1913 жылы ең бірінші рет Ұлытау өңірінде Қарсақбай мыс қорыту заводы салынады.
When he and my great uncle arrived, they were impressed by the wealth of raw materials that were readily available, and especially by the richness of the copper ore from the Uspensky mine.
Менің атам екінші дүниежүзілік соғыс кезінде кен астында Жезқазғанның кен орындарында кенші болып жұмыс істеген. Менің әкем қазіргі таңдағы Қазақмыс корпорациясының кен байыту заводында жұмыскер болып жұмыс істеген. Мен қазір 4-ші ұрпақ осы кен байыту фабрикаларға жабдықтар қамтамасыз ететін британдық компанияда жұмыс істеп келе жатырмын.
It was incredibly moving for me to visit Kazakhstan and to go to some of the places where my family had lived and worked, and the places they loved. They fell much in love with the country, and especially with the people for whom they had a great respect. Yes, I'm lucky enough to have inherited a great wealth of archived material. I have something like 600 photographs from the period. I have, of course, a copy of Nelson Fell's book, which he wrote for publication back in the USA after the events. I have contemporary letters by my great-uncle and his diary, and many of these charming watercolors painted by my grandmother when she was just a teenager there.
So I think now we've had a very productive period where British companies are very strongly involved in the mining and critical mineral sector in Kazakhstan, and we do around $500 million of business over the last few years.
The government and the ministry are truly invested in making the mining industry work here in Kazakhstan for the benefit of the people. We have been in the country for nearly 20 years, and in that time we have seen the subsoil use code evolve from the old Soviet era style to what it is now, which is a open, transparent and very user-friendly code that is the envy of much of the world.
Экспортқа шығарылатын тауарлардың көбісі қазіргі таңдағы Қазақстанның тау-кен компанияларының бәрі Ұлыбританияға экспортқа шығарады. Осы суперцентр британдық инвестициялар арқылы салынды.
I think the future is really bright, and we now, as the UK, want to build on our own critical mineral strategy, developing these international partnerships.
I think Kazakhstan would benefit very much from further UK engagement. There's a lot of good UK universities that offer very good geology degrees, and a lot of good research organisations out of the UK that could support Kazakhstan.
We took a big step forward last year when the Foreign Secretary visited, and we signed a critical minerals memorandum of understanding. And we've developed that in the last 6 months to now have a really clear roadmap for activity.
And there could be some mutually beneficial outcomes for both countries in that.